welcome to class. Today's class is a breathing class. We're going to use a foam roller. We're going to work through some exercises to mobilize and release the muscles in your rib cage and upper back so you can free up your lungs and rib cage and improve your breathing. So grab your roller and your mat and let's get started. Let's begin lying down onto your back on the mat. And we're going to begin with a breathing exercise. So place your hands one on either side of your rib cage and just take a few nice, slow, deep breaths in and out. And what I want you to do is imagine that you're sending your breath down into your hands. So you're going to feel a very gentle lateral expansion of your rib cage as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, just allow your jaw to relax and your neck to relax and your head, and feel a little bit like your whole body is softening into the mat. So let's practice this together a few times. We're just breathing into the rib cage and then breathing out. Nice relaxed exhale, softening into the mat. And now let's take both hands to the right side of your rib cage and see if you can keep that same focus, breathing in, but just into the right side of the ribs. Sending your breath into your hands and exhaling, letting go of any tension, allowing your body to soften into the mat. And again, big inhale into the rib cage. Nice, easy, relaxed exhale. Good. One more time. Inhaling and relaxing as you exhale. Now let's take both hands to the left side and we'll repeat. Sending your breath into the left side of your rib cage and exhaling to soften into the mat. And again, inhaling, sending your breath into your hands, into the left side of your ribs, and exhaling, relaxing into the mat. And one more nice slow breath like this, breathing in and really relaxing as you breathe out. And now from here, let's rock up to sitting and then come to kneeling on all fours for a cat stretch. So let's go into a forward bend position, rounding your back to the sky, and then we reverse that position, arching your back. And again, rounding, pressing your hands down as you press your back up to the sky, and then allowing your chest to fall forward as you arch. And as you change position, see if you can think of creating length through your spine, like you're lengthening the crown of your head one way and your tail the other. And we'll do two more here like this, rounding, good, and then arching. And one more time, rounding, good, and then arching. Now we're going to come to a straight spine or neutral position, and I want you to imagine you've got a tail. You're going to swing your tail to the right and turn your head to look at it, and then go the other way, swinging to the left, turning your head to look. So we're going to alternate sides here like this, turning your head to look at your hips each time. So what you're trying to do here is create a side bend in your spine, which helps to open up the rib cage. So as you go to the left, you're stretching the right side of your rib cage, and then as you go back to the right, you're stretching the left side of your rib cage. Good work. Let's just do this one more time each way. And then we'll come to a neutral position. We're going to do a thread the needle. So reaching your right arm up towards the sky and then all the way down. Think of sending your ear to the mat. Push through the left arm as you reach right arm up and then all the way back down again. As you do this movement, try to keep your weight forward over your left arm because it just helps to get into the stretch into the upper back a little bit better. And we'll do one more here, reaching up and all the way down. And then we'll switch sides. So reaching the left arm up to the sky and then all the way down, ear to the mat. Good, and again reach up and down, doing your best to keep your weight forward if you can. And reach. Good, and down. And we'll do 2 more here. Lovely stretch for the upper back. So good to get the rib cage moving if you want to improve your breathing. Well done. Now let's take hold of the roller. We're going to do a release for your lats. So I want you to lie sideways over the roller. You're going to start with it at the base of your rib cage. Rest your head on your hand. Top arm is resting on the roller. And rock your top shoulder forward and back. So you're massaging along the side of the rib cage. Then you're going to inch the roller up a little towards your shoulder and keep going, rocking forward and back like this. And we'll keep working, inching the roller up towards your shoulder. So if you find a particularly tight spot, you can choose to hold on it for a few breaths. If it feels tender, then that indicates that you've got a bit of tightness there. So just go nice and slow. You're welcome to pause the video if you want to. Just working through freeing up the muscles in the side of the rib cage. Once you get the roller right up under your arm, we're going to go right up under the arm, then I want you to turn and look up at the sky. Press through your feet and raise your hips so you can roll up and down a little here. Good work. So let's do that on the other side now. Place the roller on the mat and just lie sideways over it. You want to start with it at the base of your rib cage. Rest your head on your hand and do your best to allow your head to relax. Just going to rock your top shoulder forward and back. And we're going to inch the roller up towards your shoulder. And then continue rocking forward and back. Looking for any areas of tightness. If you feel a particularly tender, tight area, you're welcome to hold on it. And if you find that this is really quite tight, then please do pause the video and do a little extra. Good. So just keep inching up. We're going to keep going right up into the armpit. That's it. And then once you get right up, I want you to turn, put both hands behind your head, lift your hips and just roll a little there in the back of the shoulder. Good work. So from here, we're going to come and lie down onto your side. Try to line your spine up with the edge of the mat. Place your hands behind your head, fingers interlaced, and bring your legs forward at a right angle. Now we're going to lift your top elbow up and then turn and open. And then bring it back up and forward. So lifting that top elbow and turning and reaching right back. Just keeping your knees anchored down so you're getting a lovely stretch through the upper back. Try to keep your head nice and relaxed in your arms. And again, this is another good one for getting rotation into the rib cage and upper back. And let's do 2 more here. And 1 more. Good. So let's come up to sitting and switch sides. So lining yourself up with the edge of the mat, hands behind your head, legs forward at a right angle. Lift your elbow and then turn. And again, you're just letting your head relax in your hands. And just getting a lovely stretch through the shoulders and upper back. Nice work. Let's do another 3 here. Good, and then from here we're going to come up to sitting and grab the roller so you can lie lengthwise on your back on it. So just come forward on the mat, turn it around, and then take a seat on the end and just lie all the way down onto your back. And now raise your arms up towards the sky and just do a few reaches here, reaching your shoulders forward and then wrapping your shoulder blades back around the roller. Just a couple of times, and then feel the shoulder blades heavy, and then we'll go into the openings, just opening your arms to the side and slowly returning. So as you're working, you're focusing on keeping the shoulder blades heavy around the roller, and particularly as you return the arms. And you could take a nice deep breath in as you open, a nice relaxed exhale as you return. And again, inhale to open and exhale to return. And let's do 2 more here. Breathing in to open and breathing out to return. Good, last time, inhale, open. Nice heavy shoulder blades as you exhale and return. Now bring hands into your chest, bring them over your face towards the floor, circle them around and back to the start position. So just keeping your elbows bent as you open and circle around. And try to think of gravity taking the weight of your arms as you circle them around, so you're getting a lovely opening through the front of your shoulders. Nice. And we'll do 2 more here like this. Good, well done. So we'll come on off the roller and put it to one side now for a lovely mermaid stretch. So just take a seat in the Z sit position, and we're just going to take one arm up to the ceiling and go into a nice side bend. So you're going away from your legs first, and then you're going over your legs. So just alternating those 2 movements. Think of pressing the floor away with your hand. So really lifting the side of your ribcage up towards the sky. So we're getting the focus into the upper back and ribcage as you go side to side. As you go to the side, you can even think of sending your breath down into the ribcage. Just get a nice stretch there. Breathing into the rib cage. And then we're going to place both hands on the mat and round your back for another cat stretch, and then just pressing your hands down to lift your chest. So pressing your hands down to round your back, pressing your hands down to lift your chest. And this just gives you a little rotation as well as flexion and extension. So one of my favorites here for mobilizing the rib cage. And then let's bring the legs around the other way and do those to the other side. So we're side bending away from the legs first, breathing into the rib cage, and then we're going to go over the legs and breathe into the rib cage. Good, and again side bending, pressing the floor away with your hand, and then lifting the side of the ribs up. Good work. Let's do 2 more each side here. Lengthening up and over. Good, and 1 more each way, pressing the floor away. Good, and lifting the side of the ribs. And then we'll turn and place both hands on the mat for another cat stretch, rounding your back and then lifting your chest as you rock forward. Pressing down with your hands to round your back and pressing down with your hands to lift your chest up. Good. And 1 more time like this. Nice work. So let's come and lie back down onto your back now and try a little breathing exercise again and just see if you can feel a difference now in how your rib cage moves. So you're placing your hands on your rib cage again, breathing into your hands, feeling that lovely lateral expansion of your ribs as you inhale, and then softening through your jaw, neck and chest. And just breathe like this a few times and see if you can notice a difference between how your rib cage felt and how it moved in the beginning of the class and how it feels now. And let's just breathe together here for a few moments to finish class. So we're breathing into the rib cage, lovely lateral expansion of the ribs. Breathing out, softening your jaw, neck, head, and allowing your whole body to relax into the mat. Breathing in, and lovely soft exhale. And again, breath in, and lovely relaxed exhale. So you can choose to stay here as long as you like, just breathing in to the rib cage and breathing out, softening into the mat. And I'm going to sign off now, but I just want to thank you for joining me for this class, Pilates for Breathing. I hope it's helped, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.